Some things puzzled me that in my watching, I remember one day being with a very nice family. It happened to be on a gelding day when they were out there gelding the would-be stallions who don't get to be stallions. But this family, they had a bunch of boys, and only think about one or two girls, were like 4 or 5 boys. And one boy was maybe 11 years old. He fell from the horse. You could see it, not so far away. He fell from the horse. And he didn't get up. No one moved. In fact, they all kind of turned attention away. And I thought, what am I supposed to say? This boy fell down. Somebody go get him. No. And then the boy was trying to hobble back. He still had the reins to his horse. But he couldn't remount. And he was trying to hobble back. So his little brother went out to help him come in. And they came into the gear and they sat down. The mother just turned her back. And I'm thinking, how on earth can you do this? This is a child. This is your child. But 2 weeks later, by chance, another boy who is practicing for Nadam, the annual races, like this boy had been doing, he was off in an area right close to the forested mountain area. And the horse bolted, took off through the woods. He was knocked off by a tree. And then the horse went deeper into the woods. The boy followed him. The boy became lost. The boy was 12 years old. He was lost for 2 weeks. And he lived. I would have died in 48 hours. He lived. He said, well, he slept in the daytime when it was warm. He walked at night when it was cold. Even though this was the summertime, the nights can be quite cold, especially on a mountain. And he sang loudly all night long to keep the wolves away. And he knew what to eat. And then he walked until he found water moving, and then he would follow that water down to the next. He lived. And I realized the boy falls from the horse, his mother's not going to be there. She knows that. And it's probably hard for her, too, to see her boy suffer, but she knows.
Just a small tangent. There's a wrestler named Gary Colette, and he tells the story about mental toughness, that the first time he saw truly mentally tough people was when he visited Mongolia for a wrestling tournament. And he remembered that they were taking showers in ice cold water. And, all the other wrestlers, they would take the shower, and then when the water hits them, you could see a little grimace. With the Mongols, there was just nothing. It was emotionless. Sort of like ice cold water or any other kind of hardship.
Yes.
You build a hardness to that. And I suppose that falling from the horse is just an example of that. There's a mental hardness and a mental toughness.
You have to be able to take care of yourself. And with the weather, for example, often in that time and still today, some people, if they can have the privacy to do it, the men will strip naked in the first heavy snow and roll around in the snow in order to prepare for the coming winter. And the valley where I live, a lot of wrestlers come there to train in the summertime for the competition. And the water's very cold coming down from the mountain. And every day, when there's a break, they go down, they do not get in the water, never. But they take the water and they pour the cold water over themselves. And yes, that's refreshing to them, refreshing.